Okay, hey, y'all. Mama TC, Lady TC Knows is back in the house. That's right. We're going on. And like I said, I was going to give y'all some info about the life path numbers and break it down how you can calculate your life path number and discover some things about you. So I got a clip from Dr. Oz's TV show where he had this woman come on that she's an expert in all that stuff. So I'm going to show you the clips in just a second. And then after that, we're going to talk a little bit more about, you know, how all these truths are being revealed that we've been lied to about a lot of stuff, you know, and how you feel about that. I'm just curious to know how y'all feel about that. Because
real quickly, I was born in June. That's the 6th month. I don't have to reduce it to one number because 6 is one number. We're all clear, right? All right, so the day. I'm born on the 11th of June, right? So the 11th of June, you have to, it's 2 digits, so it's got to be reduced to 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2.
2.
Right? So 6th month, a 2 for the day. Then the year I was born, 1960, right? Which, if you think about it, add the dates up, the different numbers. So 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 0 is 16. That's 2 digits. It's got to be 1 again. So they make that 1 plus 6. You got 7. We all clear on this?
Yep.
You can all do this, all right? So now I've got 6 month, 2 for the day, 7 for the year. Come on over here. What do you do? You got to add that up again.
You have to add them all together. You can use your calculator on your phone if you'd like.
You don't need that, right? I think we can do it in our heads. Right?
But, you know, technology today.
So 6 plus 2 plus 7 is 15. But guess what? That's 2 numbers, right? So you got to add them together. 1 plus 5 is 6. So my number is a 6.
Okay, so I'm about to show you how he puts up, well, the lady did that, you know, she's the one that is the person that can calculate it and stuff. She's gifted seer. So I'm going to put up her little chart telling you about yourself. So hang on. Okay, so here is the chart that she put together. If you're a life path number 1, you're an innovator, and but your negative side is the word in the red. Positive side of you is the innovator, then the green. So a number 1, like it's all calculated by you adding each number individually together with the number next to it, like they said previously, and then you put them all together until you just keep adding them together until finally the end result is one last single number that's either 1 or 2 or 3 all the way through 9. Only 1 through 9, one of those numbers are your life path number, which tells you how you're going through your life, which is your path. So mine's is a life path number 8, like I was telling y'all. It says I'm ambitious is my positive side, but the negative thing that I have to constantly struggle with is to find balance. Like seeing repetitious numbers throughout your life is important too. So, but these is the chart. Like if you add up your numbers together and you get one of these numbers, like a 6, your nurturing is your positive side, but forgetting to take care of yourself, care about yourself, or concentrate or focus on yourself is the weakness of a number 6. A number 4 is that their positive side is they're dependable, but their negative side is they tend to be compulsive. So see, and a lot of people they confronted in the audience and found out that each one of them, they all were saying, yeah, that you know describes me perfectly to a T. Now, there's a lot of attributes to each one of ourselves, but I'm telling you, this life path number stuff is very relevant because the universe created us each with a specific fingerprint. You all know this. Your eye retina and all that is very, like, it's an imprint for you for identification. So why would it be so hard for us to believe that everything lines up with numbers, especially energy, frequency, sound, and vibrations? This whole world operates on that specifically. And we need to start speaking in those terms because the world that is being ruled around us, they operate in that stuff. Sound, frequency, vibrations, and energy. And because they operate that way, that's why they're one step above us in having control over our minds. We got to step into who we are as chosen ones and take back that power. Call your power back. Okay, so I'm going to end this video and I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me tell you something, Linda. I got something to tell you. Mama T's going to tell you something right about now. Now, like, I'm just saying, like, all this stuff coming out about I'm a check and all that merchandise and stuff and how they, you know, we've been getting lied to about people buying designer this and this and that. Now, I saw several videos on the stuff, but the main thing I saw was the one where LV Vuitton, they can't come back and show no proof of them factories over there in France and Italy making that stuff. They won't do it. They refuse to do it. So, I mean, what you think right there? Like, I was telling somebody on Tubi yesterday, because this dude was like, well, DH-Gate ain't no good. Like, you know, that's real bad, poor quality, blah, blah, blah. I was like, listen, hold on. I got married in the year of the pandemic in 2020. Me and my sister used to call my dress the Rona dress, because, listen, I wasn't spending the dress I wanted was from Dubai. It was an Indian dupatta style dress, all white though. And so this dress I wanted, the original, was 4Gs. I was like, oh no. So I got all over the internet looking for a knockoff. And the DH-Gate knockoff, guess what I paid? $278. Okay. The dress was perfect. It was gorgeous. One of these days I'll show it to you. I'm divorced now. But, you know, nevertheless, I talked about that in previous videos. That situation should have never occurred because it happened during the pandemic. And, you know, a lot of truths got exposed. I almost died of COVID that year. And, listen, bad things happened. So it just was, God told me, no, ain't nobody told you to do all that. You went and did that. But anyway, I talked about that in previous videos. But anyway, my point is this. DH-Gate got some fly stuff. Don't discredit some of them things. It's all about choosing and pricing and looking at the quality very carefully when you're looking at these images. You can find the high quality stuff. I've always kind of knew this stuff. We're talking about back in 2020, I knew this. But prior to that, I've been frugal. I've never been the type of person to pay. And my wedding was beautiful. Let me put it that way. It was gorgeous. The dress was fly. I had a dressmaker add additional rhinestones and pearls to my veil. But the whole set, it was gorgeous. And it was a detachable, big old, train. So it was gorgeous. I love my dress. It was a straight dress, but then the detachable train had all that poofiness to it. I love all that stuff. So for the fraction of the cost, I didn't have to pay a lot of money. A lot of girls run out and get them dresses for thousands of dollars trying to be designer and all that. So I'm just saying, in regards to that, and years ago, I always get my sneakers in the hood. So I like Air Force One. So I always get them from somebody that gives me, and I don't care if it's knockoff. They look the same, they walk the same, they feel the same, they the same. I always knew it. But anyway, my thing is talking about this stuff being revealed to us. No matter where we are in the awakening, by now, you must have, each of you know, being chosen, a lot of these things are untruths. And you're coming into that awareness. You can't deny a lot of this stuff going on. I have so many people I'd love to go, you always said I was just a conspiracy theorist. Now what you gonna say? Now what you gonna say? But I ain't gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna do that. Because can you imagine, chosen ones, how hard it must be for them people to come into the awakening now at this point in time and be just bam right in your face. Now they finding out truth at the last minute, last whatever, and it's got to be shocking to them. That can throw you into isolation where you might go so anywho's what I was telling y'all about is, how I'm curious to know how some of y'all feel about all these revelations. Now you're realizing their truth. You don't got to answer me, but if you throw a comment in there how you feel about the awakening and the changes and coming to the actual realization that the light is being revealed. What did Cat Williams say last year? All truth's going to be revealed, karma, all that stuff. And now that we're in 2025, it's escalating. Truths are being revealed, and so the enemy is in panic mode, and they're trying to create this chaos because they are in panic mode. They know that time is up. They can no longer pull the wool over our eyes. It's really going down. And China, this mess is part of all of this. A little message for you, closing it out. And I hope the rest of y'all day is lovely. It's beautiful outside here in Western Massachusetts. So I'm going to enjoy some time taking my grandkids to the park. They bugging me. When we going to the park? When we going to the park? I'm going to take to the park. I got to finish my videos. They were supposed to be watching a movie, but they decided they didn't want to watch that movie. So now they bugging me, and I'm going to finish my video. Anyway, I love y'all. So enjoy this information about your life path number. I'll be back with more stuff. Maybe later, or they go home tomorrow because they're getting ready to go out of town and stuff. So they got the whole week off. I ain't going to see them. So I got plenty of time to catch up on the videos that I owe some of y'all. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Lady TC, love you. Have a good one. Bye.